Well, thousands of kids in our area don't have access to books, and that hinders their ability to become strong readers and strong students. Our next guest grew up without a lot of money, but managed to get his hands on a set of encyclopedias and read those for fun. That ability helped him to go to medical school. Dr. Ryan Kozak is a pediatrician with Genesis Medical Group, a partner in our Turn the Page on Illiteracy campaign. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, grew up in the Woodlands. You had 3 younger brothers, so you joke, but not really joking, that you became a babysitter very early on.
I've been babysitting since I was 10, changing diapers since I was 3.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just what I do.
Yeah, just what you do. All right, and something else you did, and we were joking during the commercial break, because I did this too. I would take the encyclopedia with me to the bathroom, and boy, I knew about all kinds of things.
Absolutely, that's what you did in our generation. We didn't have so many screens.
Yeah, yeah. Your family made sure that you were invested in education and in books and reading.
Absolutely.
All right. The importance of literacy, as we know, it helps you to connect to so many things. It's not just for the sake of reading. What was the very first book that you remember that you connected to?
I remember my grandmother had a collection of Dr. Seuss books, and I remember her reading Oh, the Places You Will Go.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And of course, The Grinch Stole Christmas, and all of the Dr. Seuss books are some of my earliest memories about books.
Oh, the Places You Will Go. You went to TCU with a BA in biology, and then MD. You went to UT Medical Branch. And why did you decide to choose pediatrics?
For exactly the same reasons. I've been babysitting since I was 10, changing diapers since I was 3. I've got 3 younger brothers, 25 younger cousins. I've got 2 kids now. This is what I've been doing with my life, and
yeah.
I really couldn't imagine doing anything else.
And you took it back to the Woodlands where you grew up.
Absolutely.
All right, you are a big kid at heart. You love video games, Dungeons and Dragons. You
yes,
love
ma'am.
watching anime, hiking, biking, and you have your own kids today as well.
Yes, ma'am. We started up Dungeons and Dragons during shutdown, and that was a way to basically tell stories to my kids, and they read all of the books, and we would sit there for hours at a time just teaching, telling interactive stories.
Yeah.
That's what D&D is.
All right, I want to go through some things pediatrics related. So many of us do this all throughout medicine. We show up when something hurts, right? As opposed to the checkup. So let's just start with the fact that your kids need those checkups, especially in those first early years of growth. A lot of things can happen and can go wrong that you can set straight.
Absolutely. They've even expanded some of the checkups since I started. You have your usual 2, 4, 6, 9, 12-month-old checkups, where they've expanded some checkups in between 2 and 3 years just so we can pick up some of those developmental concerns like autism a little bit. We're paying a bit more attention.
Yeah, all right. Some top concerns right now hitting the news: measles, another death in Texas, the importance of vaccines.
Yeah, last I checked, they were approaching 500 cases in Texas alone. Vaccines work. We know that the MMR vaccine is very safe, it's very effective. 97% of the cases that have been in Texas have been unvaccinated. And you're talking about over 20% of the kids under age 5 that get measles that are unvaccinated end up in the hospital.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
And, the whole point of vaccines is it has to be safer to take the vaccine than to not take the vaccine and chance getting sick with the illness.
Another big concern is childhood obesity. In fact, at one point the CDC had said that they don't expect children today to live as long as their parents simply because obesity and obesity-related diseases, which we know are diabetes and things. It used to be a time that we called type 2 diabetes adult onset. We're seeing it in a younger population now.
I've seen it during my residency. I saw one as young as 12 years old.
Wow.
Just because of the obesity problem.
Yeah.
Genetics play a part, but you do have to pay attention to diet, exercise, and the quality of food.
Yeah, okay. We know another thing that's in the news recently is that quality of food and unhealthy food, things that parents should keep in mind.
So I've always counseled my patients, try and stay away from boxed food as much as you can. If it comes in a box and it's hyper processed, then see if you can't make more less processed food choices. Growing up, our snacks were fruits and vegetables. Yeah. We kept them all in the lower bins in the refrigerator so that the kids could easily pull them out.
And I have friends who'll say, well, my kids won't eat. They're going to eat eventually what you give them because
they will eat what is available.
Because
and
they
if
won't
you
get
make
hungry.
those things available, and an easy way of doing that is if you buy your own vegetables and cut them up into veggie sticks, if it's already that kind of processed, those kids are going to go for that.
Yeah, yeah. And as I mentioned earlier, this is such an important time for brain development, muscle development.
It's true. Diet and exercise I promote as much as we can. We're just not very good at it.
Yeah.
We do need to do better.
Yeah, all right. The other big concern is mental health concerns and stress among kids. You know, we've known about it for a long time among adults, but a lot of times we underestimate what impact that can have on children as well. So just connect with your children.
It's true, and you know, part of the way connecting, obviously spending time with them, reading, but if there's one thing to be encouraged about, I think that some of the increase in mental health concerns is also because of mental health awareness. We are now discussing it more, where, you know, back in my day it was kind of taboo to say someone is depressed or has anxiety.
Right.
And now those are new, I don't want to say buzzwords, but they are hot topics of discussion among pediatricians and among kids and parents.
Yeah, it's intervention.
Exactly.
Prevention and intervention. Well, thank you so much for what you do. You all are taking part in our Turn the Page campaign on literacy, and you are a location where people can drop off books.
Correct, yeah. I'm with the Creekside location of Genesis Medical Group. We're in the Woodlands, but technically North Tomball. But there's a bunch of different Creekside locations that are serving as drop-off points for the books.
All right, thank you very much. Who
Thank
knows,
you.
your kid can read a book and might grow up one day and become a doctor. I thought you were going to say your first book was The Berenstain Bears Go to the Doctor. There is a real book.
We actually
There
have
it is
that
right there.
book.
You have that, there you go.
We do have that book, yeah.
All right, Genesis Medical Group has a special offer right now. The first 20 scheduled callers will receive a $25 school physical. To book an appointment, call this number. It's 281-440-5300. Again, that's 281-440-5300, or visit genesisdoctors.com. Start your relationship with them today so you have a health partner for life, young to old.